I sure as hell wasn't prepared to be rediscovered by Nancy Myers.
Diane Keaton gave us hit after hit, from Annie Hall to The Godfather, from Something's Got to Give to Father of the Bride. She was the kind of actress who didn't just act. She made you feel every emotion she touched. But on October 11, 2025, the world lost that spark, and Hollywood fell silent. Tributes poured in from friends, fans, and legends who adored her. Yet the person closest to her heart, her daughter Dexter, stayed quiet. And when she finally spoke, what she revealed left everyone stunned. Diane Keaton was more than an actress. She was a revolution wrapped in charm, wit, and quiet defiance. She wasn't just playing roles, she was redefining them. Off-screen, her biggest performance had nothing to do with cameras, but with love. In her 50s, she decided to adopt 2 children, Dexter and Duke, not for image or fame, but because she felt it was time. Motherhood grounded her and gave her purpose in a world obsessed with lights and red carpets. Diane often said it was the smartest thing she had ever done, though she admitted she hadn't always dreamed of being a mother. It wasn't instinct, it was intuition, and once she took that leap, she poured every ounce of herself into it. Before her children came along, Diane's life was as colorful as her wardrobe. She had whirlwind romances with Hollywood's biggest names, Woody Allen, Al Pacino, and Warren Beatty. Relationships filled with passion, art, and intensity. Her chemistry with Allen turned Annie Hall into a cultural phenomenon, while her connection with Pacino blurred the lines between fiction and reality in The Godfather. Warren Beatty added another chapter to her story during Reds, a collaboration that became a real-life love affair. But through it all, Diane remained unapologetically single, once joking that she might be the only one from her generation who never married. Marriage wasn't for her, she said, and she made peace with that choice, finding completeness in her own freedom. Diane was born Diane Hall on January 5, 1946, in Los Angeles, the eldest of 4 kids in a loving, creative family. Her father was a civil engineer and her mother a homemaker who nurtured Diane's wild imagination. Hungry for something more, she left California after high school for New York City, enrolling at the neighborhood playhouse to chase her dream. When she joined the Screen Actors Guild, another Diane Hall already existed, so she borrowed her mother's maiden name and became Diane Keaton, a name that would soon shine in lights across the world. Her rise wasn't overnight. She endured countless rejections until 1968, when she landed a role in the Broadway musical Hair. She made headlines for being the only actor who refused to appear nude during the show's finale, a bold move that perfectly captured her fearless nature. Soon after, she starred alongside Woody Allen in Play It Again, Sam, earning a Tony nomination and forming a lifelong creative bond that would shape her future. Together, they created masterpieces like Sleeper, Manhattan, and Annie Hall, which earned her an Oscar and redefined the Hollywood leading lady. With that, Diane Keaton became a symbol of honesty, humor, and vulnerability. She was never the typical glamorous star, she was real. Her performances in The Godfather, Looking for Mr. Goodbar, and Reds proved her versatility, while later hits like Father of the Bride and The First Wives Club made her the mom everyone wished they had. She even moved behind the camera, directing films and TV projects with the same thoughtful vision she brought to her acting. Through the years, Diane aged on her own terms, embracing her silver hair and eccentric style, becoming proof that authenticity never goes out of fashion. Her later films like Book Club and The Young Pope showed that even in her 70s, she could still light up the screen with that same sparkle that first captured the world. Yet behind the laughter and brilliance, Diane quietly fought personal battles. From her early struggle with bulimia on Broadway to her lifelong fight against skin cancer, she faced pain with strength and grace. Her first diagnosis came at 21, and though she underwent multiple surgeries throughout her life, she never complained, never stopped working, and never stopped smiling. Her final years were marked by both resilience and fragility. Friends recalled how her health began to decline quietly before her death. And when news broke on that October morning in 2025 that she had passed away from pneumonia, it left even those closest to her in disbelief. Carol Bayer Sager, her longtime friend, said she had looked frail in her last days, almost unrecognizable. Still, Diane faced it all with quiet dignity. The world mourned deeply, from Al Pacino's heartfelt tribute calling her lightning and charm, hurricanes and tenderness all in one, to Jane Fonda remembering her as a spark of life and laughter. Reese Witherspoon shared how Diane changed her life by giving her a chance early in her career, and the Academy called her a mirror of humanity, fragile and fierce all at once. Through the tears and tributes, one voice had yet to be heard, her daughter Dexter. For weeks she stayed silent, mourning in private before finally sharing her heart. In a post that echoed with love, Dexter remembered her mother not as the star the world knew, but as the barefoot, laughing woman who filled her childhood with adventure. She shared old photos, memories of holding her mother's hand, dancing together, and the words that now carry new weight. "I love my mom." It was simple, but it said everything. Diane Keaton wasn't just a legend of the screen. She was a woman who lived on her own terms, who loved deeply, created fearlessly, and taught the world that being true to yourself is the greatest legacy of all. She showed us that love doesn't need labels, that aging is not an ending, and that real beauty is found in being unapologetically human. Were you a fan of Diane Keaton? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin for more timeless Hollywood stories.